What is a seafarer? You can define a seafarer as literally being someone who is employed to serve aboard any type of marine vessel. The ship department is divided into three, which is deck, engine, and galley. The deck department is responsible for ensuring safe navigation of vessels, safe handling and maintaining cargo on the vessels in good condition. The captain or master is the ship's highest responsible officer, acting on behalf of the ship's owner. A chief mate or chief officer, usually also synonymous with the first mate or first officer, is a licensed mariner and head of the deck department of a merchant ship. The chief mate is customarily a watchtender and is in charge of the ship's cargo and deck crew. A second mate or second officer is a licensed member of the deck department of a merchant ship holding a second mate's certificate of competency, which is issued by the administration. The second mate is the third in command and a watchkeeping officer, customarily the ship's navigator. A third mate or third officer is a licensed member of the deck department of a merchant ship. The third mate is a watchtender and customarily the ship's safety officer and fourth in command. The position is junior to a second mate. Other duties vary depending on the type of ship, its crewing, and other factors. Ratings is a general term for a wide variety of skilled seafarers and support roles in all departments. The work can involve a wide range of tasks essential to the safe operation and maintenance of the ship. There are several routes you can take to become a rating, depending on the area you decide to work in. A boatswain, bosun, or bosun, also known as a deck boss, or a qualified member of the deck department, is the most senior rate of the deck department and is responsible for the components of a ship's hull. Able-bodied seaman. The seaman is under general supervision of ship's captain, perform various functions pertaining to operation and maintenance of the vessel, waterfront maintenance, field work and related lab research projects, and serve as wheelman as needed. The ordinary seaman is an unlicensed entry-level member of the deck department crew, performs work pertaining to general maintenance, repair, sanitation, and upkeep of material, equipment, and areas that are the responsibility of the deck department. A deck cadet or trainee navigational deck officer or nautical apprentice is an apprentice who has to learn the basic duties of a deck officer on board a ship. The cadet has to complete the prescribed sea time, obtain a certificate of competency as officer in charge of a navigational watch. Now let's go to the engine department. But before we proceed, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more learning videos. An engineering officer, or simply engineer, is a licensed mariner qualified and responsible for operating and maintaining the propulsion plants and support systems for a watercraft and its crew, passengers, and cargo. Engineering officers are usually educated and qualified as engineering technicians. A chief engineer is the most senior engine officer of an engine department on a ship, typically a merchant ship, and holds overall leadership and the responsibility of that department. Chief engineer's rank is equivalent to the rank of a ship's captain. A second engineer, first engineer, or first assistant engineer is a licensed member of the engine department on a merchant vessel, assists the chief engineer and ensures that the machinery and equipment under the responsibility of the engine department are properly maintained, operates and maintains the main engine and associated auxiliaries. A third engineer or second assistant engineer is a rank of engine officer who is part of the engine department on a ship, responsible for the general maintenance of the machinery and equipment under the supervision of the second engineer. He ensures there are sufficient bunkers in the tanks. Work includes the upkeep of the main propulsion engine, boilers, and the diesel generators. A fourth engineer or third assistant engineer is the most junior engine officer in the engine department of a merchant vessel. The fourth engineer is in charge of purifier, compressor, and machinery other than main engine, auxiliary engine, and boiler, is responsible for record keeping of machinery running hours under his charge, for carrying out planned maintenance routine under the supervision of chief or second engineer, taking daily tank sounding of fuel oil, diesel oil, lube and cylinder oil on board ship, and record keeping of the same, record keeping of sludge and bilge on board. Some of the other ship requires electrician. Ship electricians operate and repair electrical systems on ships. They keep electrical power plants, wiring, and machinery in working order, maintain and repair shipboard elevator systems, and interpret electrical sketches, diagrams, and blueprints. Engine room ratings are responsible for maintaining shipboard machinery through routine oiling, greasing and servicing, stripping, repairing and fitting equipment parts, and assisting engineering officers monitor the smooth and safe running of the main plant ship's engine and other essential equipment. Some of the ship requires an engine fitter, as the name suggests, is mainly responsible for properly fitting the engine and other electrical parts required in the engine room of a ship. These professionals are very important because of the terrific technical and fitting skills they develop over a period of time. Oiler or motorman performing maintenance and repair of rig main engines and auxiliary systems also include performing general housekeeping duties and assist the engineering watch officer or mechanic in routine maintenance and repair of rig drilling, auxiliary, and support systems to meet operational requirements as directed. Wiper is a position responsible for both cleaning the engine spaces and machinery of a ship and assisting the ship's engineers as directed. An engine cadet on a ship is an apprentice, or trainee, seafarer who is at the very start of his or her career in the maritime industry. They are simultaneously on board to work and to learn so that they can progress through the various seafarer ranks found in the engine room of a vessel. And lastly, the galley department. A kitchen on a ship. The galley and the mess room are usually on the same deck. It is ideal to have provision stores at the same level. The galley crew includes chief cook, messman, and mess boy. Working in the galley involves working as a team with co-workers. Working in galley requires the ability to prepare meals in a punctual manner for crew members that work in shifts. A chief cook, often shortened to cook, is a senior most unlicensed crewmere working in the steward's department of a merchant ship. The chief cook's principal role is to ensure the preparation and serving of meals that are both delicious and nutritious. Basically, the messman is the go-to guy or girl and ran on the vessel when it comes to anything related to food serving and general hygiene and cleanliness. Mess boy responsible for the workflow in the assigned mess area and the related administrative work, in close cooperation with the crew. Those are the seafarers, including their ranks and which department they work. We encourage you to leave a comment and suggestion to help, especially those future mariners.